Well, race number 8, the Zio Remus Handicap, one of the winners over the years that I had a few shekels on. 1,650 metres, 0 to 94.55 start time, trained of course by the great man Frank Maynard. And race number 8, we'll look at the replays of Exotic Knights. Danny Miller takes the ride. Jamenka, Flirt Sun and Lord Lonsdale. And other horses we'll take a look at in replay include Legend Express. That was in the Goodwood behind Mansion House. Deadeye Dick has been finishing his races off well. That was behind Glamazon. Bold Ransom, upset winner last start, beating Talk to the Wall. Luskin Dancer, just caught in the shadows of the post, and we'll see her behind Lord Lonsdale. Flirt Sun, we'll be watching the replay of him. Fuchsia Lady, gee, she looked good in the yard last start behind Jamenka, but disappointed. McKeldeco, last run was a 4th behind Now and Now, up in class. Stirrup Iron Jack, he's still got a long way to go, beaten 7 and 3/4 lengths. And as I said, we'll have a look at Jamenka's last run. But now we'll take a look at the last effort of Exotic Knights.
450 metres to go. Second last is Keaton Grace, and she's back behind a wall of horses with Forest Frolic going right to the outside. Mansion House, though, skipped away around the turn. A length and a half on Exotic Knights and 2 to Tazi. Legend Express and Royale Harvest weaving away through. Mansion House down to the 150, the leader from Exotic Knights. Tazi, Royale Harvest, West River Charlie and Forest Frolic. Exotic Knights comes after Mansion House, but Mansion House digs deep, and it's Mansion House home in the Farnley by about a long neck to Exotic Knights.
Well, it was a good effort by Exotic Knights, Marty, and much better company, racing in a listed race on that occasion behind Mansion House. Jockey Danny Miller goes on this week, and we all know what Danny Miller can do when he likes to. He likes to send him to the front and bowl along, so could be an interesting one.
All right, take a look at the replay now of Jamenka.
It kicked a big break, a race to the turn, winning scene, shot 4 in front now from Batavia Bounty. Here comes Jamenka, setting out after this tearaway leader nearing the turn, then a gap on the inside, Fuchsia Lady, followed by the Poacher and Medico Miss from By How Far and Marine Drive. Winning scene though, still with a handy lead at the 200. Here's Jamenka. Pike starts to ride it out hard, draws the stick on him, puts it away now. Jamenka's got to winning scene, put pay to it and comes away. Marine Drive runs on, but it's all Jamenka. Jamenka eased down, scored by more than a length, winning scene.
Good win by Jamenka on that occasion, Marty. Had to chase the tearaway leader out from before the corner, the tearaway leader in winning scene, and really went on with it. Hit top gear late, and I think this horse is going to continue to improve once it steps up as well.
No doubt going places, Jamenka, a horse that we've always fancied ever since he debuted that day at Pinjarra. Flirt Sun is trying to win a race. Let's have a look at his last run.
Them around the bend at the 450, just in front of Glory Hunter. Looked to be hanging a little behind those amber rail. Berber looking for a clear run. Stirrup Iron Jack under the stick, straightening. Flirt Sun down the middle. My Point back behind those. Sekio 10 pin, chopped out, going for a run. Glory Hunter reaches the lead from Revy J, who kicks at the 150. Revy J, Glory Hunter. Glory Hunter gains the upper hand. Here's Star Risker coming out of the ruck now with a late run. Glory Hunter pitched a break though, and Glory Hunter's home. Glory Hunter beats Star Risker or Flirt Sun, who dived up wide out.
Well, I know he likes the sting out of the track, Flirt Sun. Last week didn't suit. It was 14, dropping back to 13 on a dry track. This week, hopefully, the bit of rain that we're predicting comes and a bit of sting out of the track, he could be back to his best, but he just doesn't come across as a horse that's improved as he's got into his preparation. His runs have just been steady, and I don't think there's any improvement in him on that.
They're against good horses. I mentioned this to you when we were doing the form. It's Glory Hunter, Kim Luck, Decryptor and Back Windstall, the first run of the campaign. So he's always run into a better horse. But I take on board what you're saying. Just the other point about him, you mentioned it was a dry track, not suited back in June. It was also an on-pace runner's day as well. And I just think the conditions on Saturday, rail out 15, but westerly wind, bit of rain about. I think they'll still be getting home. And he might get his chance.
I think so, but also the horse, he's not 100% sound. He does have problems. And when they're like that, I prefer to get on him early in their prep.
Yeah, you take him on trust. I tell you what, this was a really good win last week of Lord Lonsdale in the last.
Gold Town is back, Stone Motherless last, but Luskin Dancer heads for home. Spotted the judge in front, 2 lengths clear. Silver Ambush tracked up on the inside to get into the open from Cafe Shah Formium. Lord Lonsdale popped the question, talk to the wall, can't get to them for the moment. Then Yellow Moon, Luskin Dancer, Lord Lonsdale trying to run her down. Luskin Dancer, Lord Lonsdale. Lord Lonsdale reaches the lead. Luskin Dancer kicks. Luskin Dancer, Lord Lonsdale hit the line. Lord Lonsdale. Lord Lonsdale wins it narrowly from Luskin Dancer. Talk to the wall third.
Well, it was a good, tough win by Lord Lonsdale. Really lifted home by Johnny Clayton. You wouldn't want to be under the stick when Johnny Clayton's hitting him. Interesting gear change. The blinkers go off. The horse hit winning form last start. The blinkers go off. Ken Williamson obviously knows something we don't. And if he's right, well, there's further improvement in him.
Okay, well, I was thinking it might have been stepping up in journey, but it was the 1,650 metres as well. So that's a bit of a head scratcher for myself. The horse, of course, it beat was Luskin Dancer back there on the inside, resuming, and she did a terrific job. Numbers, though, let's cut to a numbers graphic. We're going 7 here for myself. Flirt Sun to beat 3 Exotic Knights now. Dasher, look, this race could pan out to a few scenarios. One could be Legend Express, Exotic Knights, Luskin Dancer, Lord Lonsdale and Fuchsia Lady all sort of up there. It could be a solid tempo, and that's why I think Flirt Sun might get home and knock them off. I wouldn't be surprised from Barry 11 if Jamenka has ridden back in the field a little, more than he has been, and it can steam home and get him as well. Fourth for me, 5 Bold Ransom will be suited by softer conditions and a good pace up front.
Well, number 3, Exotic Knights for me. Interesting riding change, but Danny Miller does it every now and again, sends them to the front, lets them run, and hopefully he can pull it off this week. To beat number 6, Luskin Dancer, she's a tough mare, she's nothing to look at. I think she's just all heart. It was a good run first up the other day, so hopefully she can improve on that. To run third, number 11, Jamenka. Speaking to the trainer during the week, she suggested when the horse gets up over to the 2,000, he will further improve. Still at the 1,650 this week, but gave me a good report about him. And if you're playing the quartets, let's throw in number 2, Lord Lonsdale, trainer Ken Williamson.
Louise Newman, of course, the trainer there of Jamenka.